Good morning, Internet. Jesse here at Supernova Design Company. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Maybe you'll make it to the end. I have my doubts. Anyway, on today's agenda, let's check it out. Our focus today is getting into the shop, making and testing stuff. Yesterday we didn't. Today we are going to do that. Specific tasks today are going to be the full stack test. So that is a piece of wood, a piece of metal, another piece of wood held together with a pin, and all welded together while not catching the wood on fire. Today's challenges is time. The kiddos have recitals, so we're going to pick them up early to give them time to get their hair and outfits all sorted. Class, not important. The other challenge today is to efficient blog posting while still trying to get the content that's interesting and useful and not taking up more time than it should, but we're getting better. Lastly, and most importantly, is welding small metal parts in contact with wood. So far, had mixed results, but mixed results implies that there's good and bad. So we need to figure out what's going on the good ones. So that's it. Okie doke, evening check-in. It is 7:02. Let's check out some results. Things went okay today. Have some concerns around whether welding and the heat making the wood brittle and the long-term strength of it, or even probably short-term strength. I think if it's gonna kill it, it's gonna kill it quick. So maybe do some tests in a bit, not in a bit, but when we get something assembled, see how much weight we could put on it before it fails if we continue to go with this method. So let's take a look at some results today. All right, the plan for today was to take one of these little guys that we made before, put it, and actually we just had some test pieces, but we'll use this one. Oops, let's get on the camera. And then grab another one. Back in there. And then, this is my first time assembling something on camera. It's kind of an interesting trick to have this camera sit in your face, keep the piece in the right spot. Anyway, back here. And then put that little guy in there, tap it all nice and flush. This hole's a little bit wonky, or that washer looks a little bit cooked. Anyway, each one of them took a little haggling. This one is too. I'm not gonna go into that. So we did weld them. They did cook pretty good. I was a little discouraged at first. Then I thought, wait a minute, what if I sand them after? What does it look like? So we'll start with, well, actually one of them before we tacked it, this one was probably the most successful case. It got lost. I got a teeny little tack in there. With good bonding, but you can see a little bit of burn. This is about as good as it could get. That one actually doesn't even have any sanding. So one of the other bad examples was this one. This is sanded, just look, yucky. Another one, you can see where we did get some contact, but a lot of weld missing there. Although it's kind of, and you can still see some of the burnt part. A slightly better version. Again, we got a little bit more weld on there. And what does the other side look like? This is, actually this is one that I sanded, just kind of running some experiments. But on the other side, here's all the little pins I was using. It just looks the same. We could actually pretty those up first before we put them in, but we're just trying to get kind of a gross reality check going on these. We thought about, what if I dug the countersink hole a little deeper, and it turns out, well, this one was sanded, so it looks, the surface is okay. It's certainly black in the middle. I had the idea to fill it with epoxy afterwards, which might be kind of cool because it would still be wood and black. I would worry about the epoxy popping out, but I could think of some ways to keep it in there if we recessed, put a lip around it, or a little bit of texture so it had a lip to hold on to. So that's an idea. I think that was about it. again, concerned about, you know, putting the heat on these guys, because, but, I mean, I don't know if I can break this one. Let's see, it'd be kind of exciting. These are just, yeah, I can't break it with my hands, so it's not that little. I was able to break a few with a hammer, but again, I was just reusing these little scraps trying to get pieces. So the actual, this is an example of a corner bracket, would have, well, actually that's pretty close considering I was just swagging it. But it would actually, it'd have a bit more wood on the edges. Let me see if you can see the holes. The holes are actually a bit closer than here. This is just, you know, me drilling holes to get some tests in. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna think about the results. Did I write anything else down that we're gonna try? No, that's it. We'll do a quick summary.